So, 8 o'clock, welcome along. It is Friday Night Live, and the hair's all over the place tonight. Literally just finished at the garage earlier. As you may have been aware, we have had a bit of a mental week. Phil is off to Australia tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. for 3 weeks, which means I am in charge of the garage for 3 weeks. Happy days for me. Lots of bike servicing to do. Loads to be done. There is a StreamYard link up. I'm going to bang it up one more time for anybody that wants to come and join us in the StreamYard chat tonight. Have been catching up with a few videos. I literally just clicked through a few. Must mention Rhythmic Biker's latest video that has gone up. If you haven't seen Rhythmic's video, Jesus Christ, that was a slight brown trouser moment for me. I was like, oh, God. Luckily, more experienced rider managed to scoot round the outside. I'm not going to say who, but what a video. Well done on that one, Grant. I reckon that's going to go quite good on that one. Currently, I caught up with the boys earlier this week about 4 o'clock in the morning. Caught up with Hells on two wheels. He is out there, obviously braving the storm. Simon is out in Florida at the moment. So he's obviously catching up palm trees halfway up his backyard, as they say. But he just marked it up as another British summer. So, yeah, a little bit of rain, a little bit of wind, another British summer. So if you do want to come and join us on the StreamYard, link is up. And if you haven't seen Andy's latest video as well, check out Andy's bike. That is looking rather good at the moment. And he's just said, Fugs and 14 inch. Only slightly. I have had an amazing week at the garage. We've managed to, obviously, bike sales have been down. We managed to get out onto what we call the dealer auction. So we buy from Superbike Loans, but it's a dealer trade auction. And we have got a couple of Harleys in and a lovely CBF 1000. But that's obviously the first Harley took it out Street Bob. Absolutely beautiful. I did like that Harley. Very, very tempted with that one. But the second one I'm working on, we've got a blue and white Dynaglide in. So hopefully get a video out and we will shoot the Dynaglide this week. So that's what's been happening at the garage. Loads and loads of services coming in and loads of bike stuff. A lot of people are getting nails and things in their back tyres, and people are saying to me, should I plug a back tyre? If it's a 125, then yes, I would say chuck a plug in it. But if you are riding a big bike, no, unfortunately, I would say to you, forget the plug, stick a brand new tyre on it. It's going to cost you, but them back tyre plugs, no, definitely not. It's a get you home measure, but I would certainly not be plugging a back tyre on a big bike. And I'm sure the boys will comment on that in the side chat. So definitely something you need to do. Andy's just commented, I like the Harley, but the bars need to go. Yeah, and I did find them bars slightly high, but it's horses for courses. It does set the bike off very, very well. And I did actually comment when I did the video. I said, oh, there's a little red light on. It just tells you that the key fob is in your pocket. What it actually means is the battery in the key fob is low. So that is the reason why the red light was on. I need to put a new battery in the key fob. And he's just commented, I had loads of plugs on big bikes. No problem. Oh, there you go. So the answer from the man himself that knows that rides the big adventure bikes. Andy said, bang a plug in it. So yeah, if you don't want to go for a new tyre, bang yourself a plug in there. It's been approved by Andy. So yeah, some people do, some people don't. So especially the little 125s, you know, you're not going to do more than 60 mile an hour. Slam a plug in your bike. It's not going to go down that quick. So yeah, Whoppy's just said, definitely get rid of that backrest. I did find a little bit weird because you have to drop it to throw, because if you go and throw your leg over it, you catch that backrest every time. So yeah, I would say get rid of that backrest. But it's oh, here we go. And Andy says never plug defo. Yeah, definitely on that one. Never plug a front tire. As I say, StreamYard link is up. If anybody wants to come in, I'm sure Rhythmic will jump in with his lightsaber, and he's probably sitting there eating pizza with the other half at the moment. So if anybody wants to jump in, Andy or any of the boys want to come and jump in. The other one that I'm going to mention this because it's taken 3 years to get there. And obviously, if you do know Daytona Girl, 675 Daytona Girl, Shelley, she's been banging on about this for the last year. So have I. Harry, everyone's going on about justice for Harry. I'm going to share this up very, very quickly and put it up on the screen. So it went to court today. The alleged driver of a vehicle that killed 19-year-old Harry Dunn, if you remember this, up in Northampton 3 years ago, 2019, riding his motorcycle through Northampton, and he was hit by an American woman out of an airbase that was on the wrong side of the road. She basically attended court via a media link. She basically absconded, claimed diplomatic immunity, and buggered off to the States. She spoke to confirm her name, date of birth, and gave a correspondence address at point of contact. She's been charged. It could result in a custodial sentence, but it's gone to pre-trial proceedings. It's now being moved from local court to the Old Bailey. She's been advised to attend, although they may change that with agreement from both legal parties. She was based at RAF Croughton, but was riding on the wrong side of the road when she hit Harry. And obviously, Harry was only 19. So finally, we've actually got a move on justice for Harry's, and everybody's been promoting it. So definitely something going on, and hopefully that gets to court and she gets what she deserves. So, as I say, she was on the wrong side of the road. He was doing absolutely nothing wrong. Brand new rider, and a waste of a young life on a bike. So hopefully Harry does get some justice, and everyone's been promoting justice for Harry for years and years and years. So it's good to see that it's actually progressing down the right road. Things to do this week. Obviously, this Sunday is the Eclipse ride out, so weather permitting. Hopefully it's going to not be rainy or chucking it down on Sunday, but it is the group ride this weekend out of Eclipse. So if anybody is about 9 o'clock in the morning, meet down at Eclipse, and then we will obviously ride out for about 9:15, 9:30, down to the normal place. The super sausage and coffee's on me as always. Andy stickers, yes, new logo at the printers. Stickers are on their way. Andy has got a new logo going up. If you haven't seen it on his page, go and subscribe. Andy GSA Tractor. Go and check him out on Facebook. Go and check him out on Instagram. Go and check out the YouTube. But Andy's stickers are looking very, very good, with a little bit of a tweak from Zhead. I believe Zhead did a little bit of work on that. Yeah, so sad, no justice. It's about time. Exactly. It was good to see. Obviously, they all turned up at court and they'd all got the green ties on, because Harry was a massive Kawasaki fan, big Team Green fan. So hopefully, yeah, as I say, justice for Harry is finally going to be served. And as we say, thanks for Zed's help there. Yeah, Zed is very, very good at chucking stuff out and chucking media out. I've still got to speak to Seb, obviously, for my intro video. Everyone's been commenting, oh, the intro video is really good. How did you get them high definition images? It was all pinched from Wolf Tales. Grant, obviously, Rhythmic Biker, does the Wolf Tales episodes. Wolf Tales, that episode, I think, of the two GTRs is about 1.8K at the moment. So it's getting some really good views. And I've got a lot of people sort of obviously commenting, what paint do you use on the bike? What have you, what is the difference between yours and Simon's? Go and ask Simon. Simon knows the differences more than I do. He's been riding that GTR a far lot longer than I have. But obviously, no Simon tonight. He is stuck in Florida. I believe that they are going to be doing a live stream, hopefully, in the next week or so, when Simon catches up with Hells on Two Wheels. And good to see you. Exeter is in the room. So evening, Exeter. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, hope you're well. Mr. Justice for Harry bit. Oh, look, that sounds like it's good news. Yeah, it's actually gone to the Old Bailey, Exeter. So it went to criminal court today and it got put over. It's now going to the Old Bailey in October, and she's been asked to attend as well. So whether she turns up from America, I don't know, or whether the lawyers just turn up, but hopefully they're going to try and pursue a custodial sentence for her. But what justice is that? We're still, obviously, they've got a lad missing now due to some stupid woman's driving. But enough said on that. I've had a few this week. I did one on Sunday, my bell end of the week, and everybody said to me, "Oh, you should have just gone through." Yes, but she was actually blocking the road. What you didn't see in the rear view mirrors is that I'd got an Audi right up my arse. I'd got 4 other cars up my backside coming in, and she was actually blocking lane 2 just because she wanted to go across all the lanes just to get into the back of IKEA and Asda. So, you know, shouldn't have been in that lane. And she was actually blocking the central reservation as well. Should have waited for her lane to clear. So definitely something. Quick one from Gus. Andy GSA's YouTube channel is one of my favorites. Yeah, top. Andy does some really, really good content as well. Exit of wonderful news. Good. Gus is here as well. Haggis Whisperer. How you doing? First time watching the Friday night live show. Haggis was obviously Zed put up. Go and see my friend. Go and check out his channel, Haggis. If you haven't subscribed, Haggis Whisperer. Go and check out his channel on YouTube. And he's obviously one of the Scottish clans, so go and check him out. Good to see that. He's banging out some good content as well, and he's jump. He had a really good jump on subscribers as well, thanks to Zhead. So Stu's been sort of pushing out people out. Nice to see Rhythmic is still with us. It was very, very close, yeah, but he felt the force. Obviously, he felt the force. So he had that guy outside. Couple of quick ones. Andy's just said, "Hi, Haggis. Exeter, good to have you here." Yeah, he's not dead yet. How can she live with that? I couldn't. I haven't. Yeah, everything. Justice to the family. Exactly. Yeah. Actually, I'll be not in that way. Exactly. Exeter's done some really, really good videos as well. I do tend to sort of push other people's content. I'm just all I do is just tend to do my bike videos. He renamed that as Super Monday. Brilliant. And his Jedi training saved him. As I said, if anybody wants to come and join us, you're very, very welcome. Just jump onto the live stream. Click the StreamYard link, as long as you've got a computer and a camera. And we just literally, the first hour or so, we just talk bollocks, bikes and everything. Oh, and I haven't put the disclaimer up yet. So, yeah, there is slightly over 18 content. It can go sideways very, very quickly. Bruce is here. Evening, Bruce. Moray Biker as well. So he's up in the room as well. And someone I haven't seen for absolutely ages. This guy bashes out the content one after the other. If you haven't seen Carl Dutz's stuff, Carl is here. Oh, he's this side. Evening, Carl. How are you doing?
Good evening. How's everyone?
Yes, we are very good. Long time no see.
I have not put anything out just lately. I've got something ready to come out tomorrow. But it's just been absolutely ridiculous at work, hectic. So, and I haven't had time to do anything.
Yeah, I know Andy's been absolutely flat out at work as well. So, Exeter's just said,
"Yeah, go on."
Don't need the disclaimer. Simon's not here. That is very true. Exeter's just said hi, Carl. Everyone's saying hi, Carl. So yeah, it's good to have you on the stream.
I haven't got where's my comments at? I haven't got them on at the moment, and I haven't got my glasses on, so I can't see them when I have got them on. So, yeah, I've already dropped in to say a quick hello. I'm same as Simon. I'm crack of dawn tomorrow at work. Crack of dawn tomorrow. So quick hello. Get off, and then work in the morning. So I've got to get up tomorrow. I've got to get up at 3:20.
Oh Jesus!
Get to work. That's a 12-hour shift. Do 4 on 4 off, 12 hours. And just lately, we are so short. We're men down all over the spot. We've got nobody. We're so short staffed. I should be doing, like I say, 4 on 4 off. That's nights and days. I am at the moment doing 6 on 2 off, 7 on 1 off, that type of thing. I think I've got about another 2 months of that to go, and then I'll be back to normal. So absolutely shattered. Not getting anything done on the bike. I went out yesterday for the first time. Managed to get some stuff done. I'm just editing that now, so hopefully that will be up tomorrow night. I have done your challenge, Rev. That will be coming up soon. It won't be tomorrow night. That's not on tomorrow night's one. I've done it. I'm afraid it's a pitiful one because we don't have tunnels around here. We're up in the backwoods. There's nothing up here. So I've done it under a couple of bridges. That's the best I can do. There's no tunnels. So.
Cheers for doing that. There's a few people that have obviously done because everyone had a challenge. So yeah, mine was to get yourself into an underpass or a tunnel or a bridge and just drop yourself a red bomb because obviously everyone off the back of my my last bell end video that I did, and it managed to get I think it got shared on something like MotoStar. I don't, they just come in and said, "Oh, can we use your video?" Yeah, sure. But I've had a lot of comments on that. Someone said, "Oh yeah, Mr. Rev Bomb just being the bell. You're more the bell end than the woman." I went, "No, actually, she was blocking the road. I've got cars barreling up behind me. I had if I was to stop, then obviously I got 40-mile-an-hour traffic barreling up behind me. She shouldn't have been in the road. Tough. Quickest way to do it is just drop a couple of red bombs. Raise. I didn't swear. I just, what the hell are you doing? Basically gave her the expression, and she just blank face looked at me." But someone actually put, "Oh, Rev Bomb, is your ride buddy called Mr. Mirror Smash?" And I actually put, "No, actually, he's Mr. Wing Kicker." But yeah, there are people that just decide they want it. I love trolls. The thing is, everyone's like, "Oh my god, I've got a troll following me." Let them troll, because if they are clicking your content and they're commenting on your content, great. You're pushing my analytics through the ceiling, mate. You just click away and comment. I don't mind one iota. And as someone said to me, I had a very, very good quote. I've actually, we had a guy come in. So for all the military boys that obviously watch the channel, we had a guy come in that we've been rebuilding the carbs on his Yamaha Phaser. It was a couple of videos ago where we actually commented that we were rebuilding the Phaser. I think I took it out for a test run as well. Now he is a Harley Street psychotherapist, and I said, "Oh, what do you actually do at Harley Street?" He said, "I'm a psychotherapist. I treat a lot of the guys that have come back from Iraq, Afghanistan, Kosovo, anybody with PTSD, and I can basically get rid of those bad experiences and cure PTSD in 2 sessions." And I went, I had issues back in '82 with a certain war that went on. But I said to him, I said, I get it about 2 or 3 times a year where I wake up with a cold sweat. And he said to me, "I can cure that in 1 session." Charges £300 a session. But he said, "I'll give you a free session. This is my book." I've been reading his book. And his book actually states, he said, "You're a very, very big fish in a big pond." He said, "There's 7 billion people on this planet. Why do you let one person affect what you do?" He said, "Consider you're the shark, they're the minnow. Shark isn't going to be interested in the minnow. It's going to go after bigger fish." And he's very true on some of the stuff that he actually says. He said, so basically, let them get on with what they do. Karma is a good thing. It will come back to them. But don't waste yourself on the insignificant people that are going to try and drag you down when you've got other people, bigger people in your pond that are next to you. And it's very true, some of the stuff that he says.
I've started a new hobby, trolling the trolls.
Exactly, yeah.
I won't say too much about it because it won't be to everybody's cup of tea. But yeah. Hello, Andy. Hello, Exeter. Thank you very much. Yes, and I'm good.
A couple of things. Don't forget. Click the like button if you are watching the stream. Click the like button; it does help. Howie's just subbed to the new fella, so yeah, brilliant. As I say, check out the side chat. So you've got BMW, GS Black Gus, Exeter's here, Howie's here. You've obviously got the Haggis Whisperer. I have clicked a link up. I did post the link up earlier, so that is the link to Haggis Whisperer's channel. Go and check him out, Graham. Friend of Zhead, so any friend of Zhead is a friend of mine, and the man himself, Mr. KG, is in the room. Evening Code, good to see you, buddy. StreamYard link one more time is up for everybody. I shall repost that. Let me just click the StreamYard, copy to the clipboard, and we'll post the StreamYard link up. So if anybody wants to obviously come and join us on the StreamYard tonight, you're very welcome to do so. Come and tell us what you're up to for the weekend. But obviously, all the guys are out in Florida and the States. Thoughts with you, because that hurricane, I think it's starting to dissipate at the moment. But obviously, they've suffered the storms. They did say some places were, I think, about 12 foot underwater. Towns are flooded. So, all right, welcome to Cornwall. They had that about 5 years ago. But yeah, that's what it is. As you can tell, we've got the red wine tonight, so we popped into the local. We've got a bit posh tonight, so we've got Baron de Arignac. So we're trying out a nice Cabernet Sauvignon tonight at 20 quid a bloody bottle. So it's a bit better than your Lidl's $4.99 red. But what are your plans for this week, Carl? Getting out anywhere, or is it all work?
It is. It's work. Like I say, starting tomorrow. I'm in for 6 day shifts starting tomorrow, and I've had yesterday and today off. So I got out on the bike yesterday. I've got some footage done, and I've got some edited, so it's ready to go. And I've got some more that needs edited. I must say a big thank you to Exeter Rider. Now, you're going to have to help me out here, mate, because I can't remember what bike you were on, because I was concentrating so much on where you were, because that ride brought back so many memories. And I can tell you that the torture I have had on that footbridge that you went under, fully loaded in all the kit on that bridge so many times. But there's a lot of good memories as well. So thanks very much. What was the bike again? Exeter.
I'm sure he'll answer in a minute. The only other one I'm going to cover, and obviously for the military boys that are in the room, tomorrow is this weekend is Ride to the Wall. So I'm going to miss out on it this year. I did it the year before last, but I've missed out on it for the last couple. But I do believe Dad and Mad are doing RTTW tomorrow. So we'll try and get some footage of that. There we go. He said it was the Sinisakuma.
Yeah. It was the area. It was the area I was concentrating on. You could do the bike again. I didn't take anything in about the bike. It was just the area there. So, for people that don't know what I'm on about is I did my basic training in the area that Exeter did that ride.
Oh, excellent. Andy's working this weekend and off for 2 weeks. May hit Great Yarmouth for a few days on the bike. It's what you want to do. If you're up in Yarmouth, Andy, go up to a place called Sea Palling, or Sea Pauline, they call it, but it's actually pronounced Sea Palling. It's about 5 miles up from Yarmouth, just a little bit more up from Hemsby. But pop up to Sea Palling. There's not a lot there, but the beach on it is great. It's where I did that drone video, and you literally walk up the concrete ramp down the other side, and it's just miles and miles of sandy beach. So it's a nice bit to get a bit of drone footage as well. So probably get your bike on the beach as well, because you're literally up, down, and on the beach with the damn thing. Howie, he said, I'm on the jam shed tonight. Nice, Red. Yes, it is. Brill, I will do that again up closer, says Exeter, for you, Carl.
Yeah, I've seen it. I'll be looking for it. I'll be watching. I'm just going through some of you guys that I follow, and this is how busy I've been. I've sort of like hold on, let's get yourself up, Rev. I'll have to put the glasses on. I can't see a thing without them.
Quick one for you, Carl. Howie's just said, was that Limestone?
Yes. Yeah, Royal Marine Commando. The training base. I was there when it was 11 months of absolute. I think they only do. Is it 6 now? I think they only do 8.
Yeah, 6. Yeah.
I was there when it was 11. When it was 11 months of hell.
And then the last week was known as Hell Week.
The one thing that it sort of like stays in your mind is the corporals that they used to. This was back in the day. This was a long time ago, and this was there was no political correctness. I've even heard now that in the British forces they have quiet areas. Have you heard that? They have quiet areas.
I know. It's like...
they have safe areas. You have a safe area. But, this is, I've always gone along the lines of, please, nobody read anything into this because it doesn't matter to me one way or another. To me, I've never, my mental well-being is just not talking about it. So anyway, that's that. But this it was a long time ago, and I can't even remember what I'm talking about now. So let's change the subject.
What I'll do, Carl, when I finish reading this book, I'll forward it on to you.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
You sure?
If I don't talk about it, I'll go to bed tonight and I'll have a good night's sleep. But if I do talk about it, or if I read anything about it, I'll go to bed tonight. Then I won't have a good night's sleep. Well, that's how it is to me.
That's the same as me. Yeah, I get bad nights. As I say, I have good days and down days. Just quick one. Evening all. Cheers for the fleece. You're very welcome, John. He got it earlier, so his neighbour had it a whole week. So did send him a fleece up. Hayden's actually got one as well. I've got to send one to Hayden. So he's got his little fleece coming as well. Quiet areas. Geez, I know. Back then, you didn't do that. It was like up, sort of chin up, lad. Get on with it. And you didn't get, if you whimpered down, then you got taken out the back and given a beasting by your team buddies.
They have safe zones now. Safe zones.
Yeah, you got told to man, as Bruce Willis says, man the fuck up.
when I passed out, one of my memories that I don't mind remembering, and I do talk about, is the corporals that we had for basic training. When I passed out, as soon as I passed out and we come off that parade ground, they were like your friends. The same will have happened to you. They were like your friends, and they were calling you by your first name. They were saying, "Well done, Carl. That's it. You're in now." And you just couldn't fathom it. You were so used to them beasting you.
Yeah,
you were so used to treating you like that you were shit on their shoe. Sorry, it's up. It's up. The disclaimer's up.
Yeah.
That's one of my, and I can only thank Exeter for that review, because it was great. It brought back such a lot of memories. So, like I said, they weren't all bad way back then. There was some good ones as well.
Stevie's in the room as well. MB is here. If you haven't seen Military Bikers channel, you must go and watch the Sturgis rides. I am second episode in, and I'm about 3 minutes into it, but I'm catching up with it slowly. But that Sturgis series, Jesus Christ, some of the bikes out there, you're like, it's just eye-opener. You think the British boys, when the British boys do something like Ace Cafe, or you get 400 bikes at Super Sausage, you go and look at what Sturgis does, and it's just miles and miles of Harleys. And I was sitting watching the beginning of the video, and I'm like, oh crap, look, there's a Honda Goldwing, and I'm like, that can't be Smitty's bike. It was like one little solitary Goldwing in the middle of all these Harleys, and I'm thinking, Jesus, it's it was really good. Stevie, we're talking beastings, mate. We used to be able to do, you can't do it now. It's like, I'm going to report you because it's assault. It's like back then you took a hiding and that was it. But it's weird how it's all changed. Quick one from John Diehard. Hey KG, thought I might have used 3-day trip a couple of weeks ago, but I guess he never booked you a flight. KG up in the tree. Hey Carl, long time no see. DNA Dane. KG, waiting to see your Rebel 500 review.
I'm way back on most of, like I say, it's just been permanent work just lately, and the time I have had off has got to be family time and that, obviously. and I am way back. I'm looking through some here. The last one I saw, I haven't seen any of your Sturgis ones yet, Stevie. So I'll be catching up on them. Don't worry, I will be watching them. Come off military bike. Go on to yours, Rev. And the last one of yours I saw was the Lex Moto LSN final test ride.
Oh yeah.
I'm just way behind on I just haven't had time to do anything or watch anything or anything like that. It's just like I say, when you work 12 hours, it's like work and sleep basically anyway. So you don't get anything done. When you get a bit of time off, you've got family and jobs to do and that. So I just haven't had time to do anything. So I will be catching up on everything. I look forward to that.
Bear with me a second.
I say that because you mentioning Stevie's Sturgis series. I haven't seen any of them yet. I am looking forward to starting them. So another one I'm looking forward to is Teapot One's electric one, where he goes around the country. Yeah. I haven't seen any of them yet. I've got to catch up on them. Yeah.
Right, but quick one. Let me just catch through some of these. All good, mate. I'm guilty of needing to catch up too. Everybody's just trying to catch up on content at the moment. Because someone actually messaged me. I have a couple of people that are on my ride team, and he messaged me personally. Went, Jesus Christ! He went, I can't believe it. He said, lovely Harley. If you watch it, when I do my my ride reviews with the sail bikes, I tend to get under that tunnel and drop the rev bomb. He said, I can't believe you rev bombed a Harley, and I went, had to be done. But when I got back, Phil said to me, he said, I bet you love that. I said, you know what? If I had the money, I would have that Street Bob. It is gorgeous. It is so nice, but it's a lot of money what we want for it. It's only done 6,000 miles, so it's literally only just been run in, but it is absolutely beautiful. But I always said, you know, I'd never change the GTR, but God, that Harley is so tempting at the moment. Quick one. Oh, Sturgis video. The bikini line. Oh, don't spoil it. I haven't seen that far yet, so I haven't got to the bikini line up yet. I should be trolling through tonight. Have a look at that then. Gus has just said, question on fuel. I've been using E5 for fuel consumption and power delivery. Am I wasting money, or do you think there's a real benefit over E10? I would not put E10 in my GTR at all. No, absolutely not. No chance in the world of putting E10 in a bike. We only ever, even our Lex Motos, we only fill up our bikes now. We use Shell and we only use V-Power. We've given up with the local BP station has actually stopped serving E5 now. They will only serve E10. Peaky's in the room. So evening, Peaky. Good to see you. Shorts are doing well. Yes, short videos are doing exceptionally well. I need to get some more content out on the shorts at the moment. I did one video just to try it out to see if it'd work. And it was Rhythmic's bike, Uncle Red's, and then obviously mine and Simon's GTRs. And I went, nah. And then across the GTR, I'm like, ooh. And it's had 6,500 views. And I'm like, just for a 15-second clip. And obviously Uncle Red, who's Rhythmic's mate, has been banging out the content on the shorts. Even Andy's knocking the shorts out. Shorts are knocking that content through the roof at the moment, and it obviously steers them to your channel. TPB, great name. There we go. So Tom's in the room as well. Tom's been doing his MT10. If you haven't seen, obviously he dropped his MT10, had a little bit of a mishap with it, and he's rebuilt it. But that MT10 is looking absolutely gorgeous. So hello. Yeah, I don't even put E10 in the terrain, says Dane. Peaky, there we go. So Spicy 110. Yeah, Spicy did a video. He messaged me and said, I've got a video going up about E5 and E10. Go and watch Spicy 110's video about fuel. That's a really good video, that. So he's obviously knocking the content. 100% pure gas. My HT runs off gypsy tears and beer. Did you see the 35k BMW RR? Exactly. Yeah. Massive, massive bike. Yeah. Oh, sorry. It wasn't MT10. It's an MTO. Sorry. Or MTO1. Yeah. MTO1. I keep calling it the MT10. It's the MTO1. Tom's bike is, if you haven't seen Tom's, oh, God, the chrome on that thing. Mental bike. I would love to get out and do a review of that bike. I shall have to catch up with him one day and do a review. Paul, stop watching any shorts. If you have done one, he's going to ignore it. Get it right, Rev says Rhythmic. Yeah, it's an MTO1. Yeah. Yes, it is Ride to the Wall tomorrow. Dad and Mad are doing a ride. And Simon is here. Good evening from the sun. He's actually here. He's got a signal. Bloody hell. Right, here we go. So, StreamYard link is up, Simon. If you manage to get in, the hooligans are here, the GTR hooligans. Yeah, we have all watched Simon and Rhythmic playing on the bike. Whatever happened to normal 4-star petrol? I remember. Yeah, do you remember we had 2, 3, 4, and 5, Carl?
2, 3, 4. I can remember 2, 3, and 4. Can't remember 5.
Yeah, 5 was like the absolute mental fuel. Yeah, if you stuck 5-star in, yeah.
Yeah, remember all that.
Peaky's doing Ride to the Wall if anyone is going as well. So, yeah, there we go. If
right,
you happen
Dave,
to go up,
I do apologise, but I'm going to have to go, mate. So
that's all right, buddy. Yeah, have yourself a good evening. Thanks for coming in.
Please get in the side chat. Get on. I will be watching this as well. So I'll have to go. Early start. I think I'm off next week, so I'll be on. I'll come on next week.
Brilliant. Cheers, Carl.
That's if I am.
All right. Have yourself a good one.
I think I am. Right. Okay, then. I'll see you next time.
Nice one. Cheers, Carl. Thanks for coming in. Stay safe, buddy.
Cheers, Dave. See you, mate.
We've got
now. Can't remember. Oh, that's
he's disappeared. Boating Biker Birds in the room. Evening, all BBB. Yeah, she's late. Yeah. I've got a little one for BBB in a minute. I shall tell her the story in a minute. Peaky's going to come in a minute as well. See you, Carl. Yeah. Tom's not feeling pretty. Tom, get on the bloody StreamYard. It doesn't matter what you look like. I'm air all over the place. RBT shirt on, so I won't stand up because I've got no trousers on tonight. But I'm sat here in a pair of shorts, so I am not going to stand up and show my legs. Rhythmic Biker's doing his hair as always. Yeah, as I say, Mr. L'Oreal man and the hair by Tresemme. I'm sure we'll get Rhythmic on in a little while anyway. Quick one for BBB, because obviously she's met Glenn. That's the other guy that lives on a barge. One for you, BBB, and you'll understand this. Glenn was mooring his boat, went to put his spike in or whatever, and slipped and fell in the canal. But obviously with the barges coming past, the wash was pushing the barge up against him. Went to climb out of the canal, and he, God knows how he did it, trying to pull himself out of the canal. He's cracked his arm from here up to here. So he's got a spiral, basically break all the way up his arm. So plates, pins, and everything. But he had to get the paramedics out, and they had to lift him out of the canal with a harness. So not only has he broken his arm, he also ended up with hypothermia. So... yeah, not good. BBB, I'm late meeting, and it gets a bit crazy in the weather as well. It's a bit wild. It is a bit wild out there tonight. Howie is plucking his eyebrows. He's not coming. Gareth is in the room. Evening, Gareth. Good to see you, buddy. Welcome along to the live stream. Which location? Oh, someone's just asked, which location you riding from, Peaky, for RTTW? I'm sure he'll answer it in the room. They meet in the middle. Sorry, it had to be done. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Yeah, it was. He did send me a photo of his arm. If I can find it on my phone, because obviously with Phil being on holiday off to Australia for Paul Keating's just messaged me as well. So just bear with while I just answer Mr. Keating. Where were we? Messenger. Yes. If he is watching, Paul, yes, get yourself in as well. I can't find Paul Keating now. If you didn't know who Paul is the mad old biker. Let's just find where he is. Yes, there we go. Found him. Right. All good. So Exeter, Burning Gas Hauling House. How's it going? He's heading from Telford. So M54. So that's not the first. Yeah, falling in the cut and breaking something. Let me just see if I can find Glenn's page, and I will show you exactly what he did. So let me get back into my normal Facebook. Switching between half a dozen different Facebooks here. Go away. Right, back into normal Facebook, and we shall go back to me. Right, let me find Glenn's photo. If you happen to be slightly squeamish, people, now is the time to look away. Yes, he had a little bit of a mishap. That is what is left of the bone, so it is sticking out the bottom part of his arm. So yeah, he did make a little bit of mess of his arm. Basically, the two bones went like that. So it didn't do very well. Same here. I'm going from M54 services. Howie's off to get more wine. BBB, hello to all in the chat that said hello. Not ignoring you. My internet's a bit slow tonight, it seems. Obviously, BBB is on her barge. I actually caught up with her on Sunday. We had a good old chat, actually. So it was good. But poor old Glenn fell off his barge. Now, Glenn is normally our standing MOT tester, which means that we've had to phone someone else, which means that my normal guy, Keith, that works with us, and everyone knows Keith. Keith is on the cars. I am on the spanners for the bikes for the next 3 weeks, I'm on spanners for the bikes. So if you did want to book your bike in for servicing, MOTs, tyres, RB is on the job next week. So I'm not in the front office for 3 weeks. So I've got girls covering me in the front office on reception. I am on the spanner. So you get the personalised RB treatment next week. Peaky, STM, see you there. Come say hi. Yeah, if you are up at the Ride to the Wall, Peaky, check out Dad and Mad. You'll notice Mad because Mad's I think she's about 9 or 10 now. Go and meet up with Dad and Mad. You can't miss them. They are on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Catch up with Dad and Mad. They are really nice guys. And Mama Soph as well. She rides a Harley. Rhythmic, oh Lord, yeah, bikes will be in bits everywhere. I've got bikes everywhere at the moment, Grant. So yeah, bits and pieces of bikes everywhere. Had a KCM Duke come in the other day. He said, "Oh, my master cylinder's gone, but I've got this bit off of eBay. Can you replace me master cylinder?" Put it on, and he's gone and bought a crap part off of eBay. So need a new regulator battery, not charging. Oh, there you go. So if he's got somewhere safe to moor up while he recovers, tell him CRT are usually really good if you need to moor up for medical reasons. I believe he's still moored in the same spot because he's moved. I think he moved about half a mile or something up the cut because he's obviously been there 14 days or something. That he's remoored up again, but he said now obviously he can't do anything because he's got to have surgery and plates and pins and yeah. It's one of those, but he's popping in tomorrow to see me. So luckily he's got an automatic car, so it's his left arm, so he can still drive with one arm and use the gear shift. So Lex Moto sales have gone through the roof in the last week. I went away to Norfolk. If you noticed last Friday, I just got back from Norfolk. I went in on the Saturday. And the girls have said, "Oh my God, we've sold 5 bikes." And I'm like, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Oh yeah. They've all watched your videos. They all come in. So 5 bikes going out. So all good. Pinky Biker, keep his eyes open. Gus, where do you keep your motorbike? Does it have its own putty boat? I believe she parks it on the verge, but she'll tell you anyway. Silver BMW, not filming anything tomorrow. Blood bike jacket. So look out for him. He's going to keep his eyes open. Oh, there we go. I keep it in a locked compound not far from the boat. I did notice Tom just popped into the StreamYard. When you're ready, Tom, link is up again. Come and say hello to everybody. My phone is going absolutely nuts tonight. People asking me loads and loads of questions. And that is Phil. He's ready to go off to Australia in about 6 hours. And he's like, last message tonight. You know, but I'll deal with that in a minute. So StreamYard link is up, as I say. It's going to be probably only about an hour and a half tonight for me being on this the StreamYard, because I've got shed loads to do tomorrow. I've got 5 a.m. start as well, so I'm back in the garage for 6 o'clock in the morning, because obviously it's now me that has to open up the business. I like the idea of riding a plank onto a boat, though. There are a few people actually do put their bikes onto the back of the boats. Howie's just said, BBB, send us a link to your channel. I can't find you on YouTube. You won't find her on YouTube. I think she's only got one or two videos up at the moment. She tends to do more Instagram and Facebook than she does YouTube, but I'm sure she'll put me in the right place. She did do a very, very good time-lapse video of the night sky over the barge. 3 hours of night sky packed into a few minutes. Yeah. Oh, bless him. Tell him to call CRT. You know, more than somewhere for a pretty long time. So if you can't get... Oh, brilliant. Cheers, BBB. I shall let Glenn know. Because she's obviously... You've met Glenn in the office anyway, so you know what he's like. So, yeah. I shall message him in the morning and tell him to try that. Thank you very much for that. If he needs help, give us a shout. Maybe move him somewhere safe. Yeah, brilliant. Thanks, BBB. BBB, if you just want to comment about your YouTube channel, let me just see if I can obviously find you a minute. Let's go into YouTube. I've got so many people that I subscribe to. Let's have a quick. And you type boating biker bird in and it comes up Aussie man reviews. No. Spinny. No. Chicken dinner. It's definitely not the page that I want to be looking at. I know BBB is on Instagram more than she is on YouTube. So I'm sure she'll post her link up to her channel. Let me just go back into my YouTube. Yeah, very close. Love the bike. Loads of people commenting on that Harley that I did the other day. So thank you very much for all the people that have been commenting. As I say, check out all the people in the side chat, and don't make it just me tonight chatting away on my own. If you do want to come and join me, jump on the StreamYard link, come in, tell us about what you do, and then obviously see where we go from there. But Friday Night Lives, normally I have Simon that is wandering in and out in the background. We normally have Andy. Andy's in the background as well because he's obviously working as well. Normally Howie and Exeter are in here as well, but Howie's plucking his eyebrows. Exeter's sitting in the background as well. But if you do want to obviously jump in on the StreamYard link, oh, here he goes. He is actually here. It's the man himself. Good. It takes some of the weight off of my shoulders. Peaky's here. Peaky, tell us about yourself, what you do, content, plug your channel, and give it a go, mate.
Right then. Obviously, I've been in your channel now a couple of times on these live streams. But basically, all I do is just tours. Try doing reviews, but I ain't got the terminology to explain them, basically. So we basically on my channel, there's a group of 6 of us, all ex-military, who just ride, have loads of banter, and just enjoy riding and getting out and just unloading on each other. Yeah, so we just it's all about having a laugh, keeping it light and cheerful. But talking about keeping it light and cheerful, we did the D-Day landings last weekend. That was, I've never done before. That was really quite emotional, especially with all of us there having a chat on the beaches. Obviously, finding out how they did the attacks off the maps and how we do it. So yeah, it was really, really insightful weekend.
Good. I've just noticed down below the man himself with the MT. It's the man himself, Tom. Evening, Tom. Good to see you.
Hi guys. All right.
Very, very clear camera you've got there.
It's just a Logitech.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really, really clear. That's
Good then. Is it showing my shiny globe?
It's not as shiny as mine, mate. Rhythmic keeps reminding me MT01. I know it's an MT01. The MT, it is just the MT. That bike is to die for.
Thank you. I love it. Although
it is very nice.
It's running out of electricity at the moment, so just trying to sort that out. So.
Quick one from Crumbly. You said, what's the price on the Harley? It's literally got to be priced up yet. We haven't even got round to putting a price on it because what we do, we tend to buy off what we call the dealer auction. So if anybody goes to the Superbike website, Superbike Loans or Superbike Park, there is a dealer site where dealers can actually go in and put a bid on the bike. We put bids in on, Phil wanted the 2 Harleys. I wanted the CBF 1000 because I wanted another touring bike on the yard. We put our offer in, but then we have to, obviously you have to margin in how much it's going to cost you to do a full service on the bike, what your Auto Trader advertising is going to be, how long it's going to sit. We've got to put an MOT on it. So we have to factor in all the equations. And then obviously we look at putting a small margin. It's normally about £700-800 on margin. And then we put it up for sale. But the Street Bob was absolutely perfect. There was nothing wrong with that bike whatsoever. We got the dyno in and it's got a flat battery. We've optimized it and charged it yesterday. I went to start it this morning and the battery is foobarred. Harley battery for one of those, you are looking at 140 quid minimum for a battery. So I've ordered the battery. It arrived this morning. I put the battery on, went to start the bike, and it's not starting. I'm like, crap. Battery's gone in the key fob now. So we've had to order 2 batteries for the key fobs, which arrive tomorrow morning. So as soon as I've got a battery in it and I've started the bike, because as soon as you turn the ignition on, it's ding, 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 indicators. I'm like, oh, shut the hell up. Forget about it. I'm going to put a battery in it. And then I should probably shoot the video in the next week. But that dyno is blue and white and it's nice, but I prefer the Street Bob. The Street Bob, it's just that it's raucous, it's loud, I fired it up in the car park and I had to do, because obviously I'd got the GoPro with my road mic on. I tried it first and I listened back to it and I'm like, no, and I had to go back down the park and reshoot the video because it was just too loud. I couldn't hear myself talking. So we fired it up, did the video, then shut the bike off and did the walk round. But if you watch the ride video, you can tell how loud it is because my mic is sitting right in the front of my crash helmet. And I've got my visor down and that thing, it was raucous. I got back and Phil said, how was the ride? I went, what? How was the ride? What? He didn't cotton on us. But yeah, really, really good. I think Dane's just about to scoot. Have a good weekend at all. Dynos are rare now. Dealer margins normally 40%. We normally mark a bike up around about 700-800 quid. We're looking for a quick turnaround. Obviously, if a bike sits on the yard too long, it starts going. But yeah, as Rhythmic says, money pit. Get them in Tesco's. There we go. So it was actually Gareth that said to me that little red light is where your key fob battery's running down. I thought it was just meant that you've got the key fob in your pocket. But then Gareth messaged me and said, oh, yeah, there we go. He said, yeah, it's your battery's running low. So we've ordered a couple of batteries. Never say never, but in this country, do they? Yeah. I actually, do you know what? I did say on the video, because Phil said to me when you got back, he said, you're smiling like a bloody Cheshire cat. And I went, if I hadn't bought the GTR, I would have that Street Bob. It is, it's comfortable, it's loud. And the amount of people that turned their heads to actually see what was coming up the street. And the girls in the office said, said, we actually heard you coming up the back road into the garage. And I went, really? She went, yeah, it was so loud. All we could hear was dum, 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 dum. Yeah, it was good fun. Rhythmic Sport Glide's my favourite. Fat Boy isn't bad.
I had a Sport Glide from brand new. Like I say, once I bought the Beamer, I only did 74 mile on it in 1 year. So, you just think it's just, 12, 13 grand sat in the garage.
Paul Keating's just said that, just found out the guy that carved up Rhythmic, it was some nut riding Harley with Red Bum written on the back of his jacket. There's a little bit of a story. We were on holiday last week. We went off to Norfolk, and the missus said to me, she went, there's a local Chinese. We went off to the Chinese, and they had a couple of Lexmoto 50cc Echoes, and I was like, oh yeah, good little bike. I said, they're really good. Oh yeah, we watched a few videos on YouTube, and we decided to buy Echoes. And I went, and he went, hang on, we recognise you. And the Chinese woman, she went, you're not Red Bum, are you? And I went, Rev Bomb. And she went, that's it, Red Bum. Yeah. So the boys
have jump off and get back on. I've got a really choppy internet at the moment. It's driving me mad.
Pop back in a second if you want, Tom.
Yeah, no worries.
I think that might be your new name then.
Yeah, so yeah, they've changed me to Red Bum. Yeah, love the sound of it. Nice pipes. The Street Bob is a dark. Oh, it's a dark. Yeah, it's actually advertised as it's when they said to us it was a Street Bob, and I'm like, all right, whatever. But we got two of them, so I'm just gonna. Is another Harley? But there was one we were looking at, and Phil said to me, he said, we said there's a VR here, and I went VR, and he went, yeah, Harley VR, and I went, not a V Rod. What's it up for? And he went, oh, forget that one. It's up for 39 grand, and I went, nah, it's too much money. But it is nice. But he's only got a 240 back end on it. I like the V rods or the night rods that have got at least a 300 with the air suspension.
It's the night rod with the massive back wheel, eight.
That's it. Yeah, I do like the big ones. Yeah, if I had a choice, I always said if I won the lottery, I would buy myself a night rod that's got the air suspension and the 300 back end on it with the extended swing arm. I was very tempted to actually buy Gareth's green one, put it that way, because that is a bike and a half. Got your email, Dave. Thanks for sorting out when I'm driving to Cornwall. Looks like we'll have the Florida Backlash on its way. Yeah. Crumbly's Red Bum. Good, memorable name. Yeah. Tom's having crap internet as well. So as I said, it is Ride to the Wall tomorrow. So if anybody is out doing Ride to the Wall, Peaky's out doing it. There's a few others out doing it. Dad and Mad are doing it. Exeter, meet you in the car if that's fine. So yeah, message you. If anybody wants to jump on this StreamYard link, come and get in here. There is a link up. Come and tell us what you've been up to this week, because it's just me and Peaky at the moment. So and I'm doing all the bloody talking. Peaky, say something. Tell us what you've been up to this week.
Basically, editing videos from the weekend, and like I say, we're just at work. As you can tell, I work for the military now. We're still really busy with what's going on in Ukraine at the moment.
I am just, seeing as you're military, just bear with me 2 minutes, because I am going to go and grab this book that I'm going to tell everybody about this guy. Who is an amazing guy. So bear with me 2 minutes.
While he's away, I'm going to have a bit of a chat about this weekend that what I got up to. So basically, went over to the D-Day landings, and I went to St. Marie, which is where the paratrooper got caught on the steeple. So I was reading up on him. So basically, what happened to him? Basically, the Germans never killed him. So he was hanging off that steeple. The Germans never killed him. They took him as hostage. So what they did then, once they took him as hostage, they took him down onto the church. He actually escaped, ran into the field, reorged with his platoon, and did an attack back with the people who actually caught him and took him as a prisoner of war. So to be fair, fair play to him. Like,
brilliant.
Well,
so Anyway, going back to this book, we had a guy in. If you look on one of my videos, it's the Yamaha Phaser that we had in for a carb rebuild. So he brought a set of carbs in. They were crap. Brought another set in. We rejetted it, new seals in it, got the bike running. He hadn't started it for 8 years. And then we got chatting about military. And he said to me, "Oh, what were you in?" I said, "Royal Signals." I said, "But we were basically logistics." I did his basic training, which was back then it was 6 months. You did your 6 months basic training, and I got the last 5 weeks of the Falklands War. And it's something that an 18-year-old shouldn't have seen. We dealt with getting the people from the Galahad back home. So you can imagine when Galahad went down, 600 people on it. Some of the stuff that I saw, it's enough to make your hair grey or make your hair fall out. So it worked. This guy come in and he said, no, he said, I actually deal with a lot of the veterans from Iraq, Bosnia, Afghanistan, all the stuff that's been going on, Gulf War 1 and 2, and I can reprogram your mind. And I went, right. I said, I get down days, 3 times. I get really bad ones about 3 times a year, if I'm lucky. And it's where you just sit up in the middle of the night, the cold sweat, the palpitations, your heart's going, and you can't go back to sleep, and you just sit there for a few hours and you think, bugger it, and I just go to work. And the missus will say to me, "You're very quiet today." Yeah, it's down day. This guy gave me a book, and it's called No More Trauma: Simple Steps to Resetting Your Mind. And he basically reboots your mind to get out of it. So George Boot is his name, and he gave me this book. So if anybody wants to use this book after I've had it, if you want to borrow this, Peaky, I'll mail it to you.
100%.
He charges about 300 quid a session. And he said, I can reprogram your mind to deal with PTSD in 1 session, but I'll give you a free session because you did my bike. And I went, I'll take you up on that. Yeah. He said, but if you've got any friends that want it, he said, basically, that's my book. I charge for my book. Here's a free copy. Pass it round the team. And I went, do you know what? How many bikers that are in our team that are ex-military? And he went, here's the book. Pass it round. So he will do all that. But he's an amazing guy. But he's a Harley Street surgeon as well. So he's a Harley Street psychotherapist. You can imagine how much them guys charge per hour.
Yeah.
But really, really nice guy. But he said to me, when you finish with the book, he said, don't give it back, pass it on. Just pass it forward.
I mean, to be fair, you know, you might look at 300 quid, but I've had sessions of counselling, EMDR.
What's the ISBN number? You carry on chatting. I'm just going to put this ISBN number up.
So if you look at the amount of counselling sessions that you have and other therapy, so if he's saying 300 quid and he can square you away, to me it's worth a chance for 300 quid, because like I say, you know, I think anybody who deals or has been in any type of military activity, you know, you're not the same person.
Nah.
You know
there we go. ISBN numbers there, guys. I have actually invited him on the show, and he did say that if you are going to do a big live stream, I'm going to probably gear it up for about a month out, because he's such a busy guy.
Yeah.
He said, I deal with about 7 to 8 people a week. He said, but if you believe me, how many sessions that takes for 7, 8 people, he does about 96 hours a week or something stupid. But he doesn't just do Harley Street, he does seminars. And he came into the workshop and he got just literally a t-shirt and jeans on. You're thinking, God, this guy looks like he's got absolutely no money whatsoever. And then he dumps this book in my hand and I'm like, bloody hell. And he's just a normal, down-to-earth guy that just wants to sort your problems out.
Yeah. I mean, like I say, mate, you know, when you start looking back, or when I look back at the amount of money that I've spent, you know, like different counselling sessions, you know, different treatments, you know, it's worth it if he's got that recognition with the book, and he's making statements like that. It's worth, it's worth 300 quid just have a try, basically.
Yeah. But I don't suffer. I'm normally, you know what I'm like on the live streams. I'm going all bloody night. You can't shut me up. And even Simon says, for Christ's sake, Red Bomb, shut the hell up. Let me get a word. But you can tell when I have down day, and I don't get them very often. I think my last down day was, I think it was about 2 seconds before I got smacked off the back of my bike by the car driver. And I said I have good days and down days.
Yeah.
But we all get them, and it's just those, you've got it all locked in the back of your head, and then all of a sudden it'll just boom, and it's in your face, and you're like, I can't deal with this. I need to just walk away.
Yeah.
And you can't explain it to someone unless someone's actually been there and done it and had the T-shirt.
Yeah, it's almost like, the way I describe it to people, it's like a headache. So it's kind of, when you got an headache, but sometimes you forget about the headache, and you forget that you got an headache, and then you realise you ain't got your headache, and your headache comes back. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
But and that's the way it is. It's always there. It's always, like you say, it's always in the back of your head, always sitting there, just nipping away constantly.
Yeah, and then like Stevie Military Bike, we see, the amount of people that don't get treated, and then the suicide rate amongst veterans is really, really bad at the moment.
Well, I was talking about that. I've had three lads in 3 months go in the last 3 months. We had a funeral last week, when it was actually at the same day of the Queen's funeral. And that was a lad who was in my brick. He was in my team. He was my 2IC. He committed suicide. I've got one on Wednesday. It's just too.
It's just too many, isn't it?
Just far too common.
One is too many.
Yeah. I do. Whilst we're on this live, if I'd prefer to listen to somebody's stories 10 times a day, rather than you go and do something daft. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Go and reach out to somebody. If you're feeling low and you're at that point in your life where that's crossing your mind, reach out to somebody.
Exactly. Yeah. And obviously it's not just the forces, boys. It's the ambulance. It's the the police. It's the fire brigades as well. Simon gets it bad at times. Some of the crap that he saw, and he was on the ambulances. Doggy's kicking off. But Simon gets it bad as well, and Simon tends to keep it very much to himself. As soon as Zed had an issue, he was there. He was on the phone, chair turned. He was nattering away to Zed. He's like, "How can I help?" Blah, blah, blah. So it's good that we have, the Friday night live stream is great for everybody. So we can, it's just boys in here having a laugh, having a chat, clearing the air, and it gives you something to do. I'm on the, as Exeter said, I'm on the fancy red tonight. I've got the Baron de Aragnac. So
I'm on the brew.
Tom's got the brews out.
I'm so frigging cold. I can't put my heating on yet.
Yeah. But the probably, because someone said to me, quick, I'm just going to quickly through these. Exeter said, get him on the show. He is coming on the show. I've not been here. Massive respect for service. Thanks for everyone for serving. Yeah, that's what I always say. I actually got called a CUNT about 6 weeks ago. I've got a lot of people don't like the police. Unless you've been a naughty boy or you're doing something stupid, the police aren't going to nick you for things. But I had a couple of local police. I tend to fill up the garage at the bottom of my road, which is about half a mile down, is my local Shell. And I only ever go into that one Shell garage for the car or the bike. I was in there one morning, and I was down at the garage about 5 a.m., open up for about 6:30. I'm in the garage in the morning, and there was a couple of bobbies in there in their little Panda car, and they're getting themselves a coffee. And I went, "Oh, give us your tickets, guys." "Why is that?" I went, "I'll pick your coffees up for it." "No, you don't need to do that, mate." No. "Thanks for your service, boys." I said, "You do a bloody good job." I said, "Some people don't like you, some people do, but I'm quite happy to pick up your coffees for you." He said, "Oh, we're going to get some brekkie." I went, "What are you going to have?" we're going to get a couple of hot sausage rolls. I'll pick them up for you as well. It's about £5, so nothing big. I'm stood there. I said, "Oh, that's me fuel on pump number 1, 15 quid. Can you pick up the coffees and the sausage rolls for those 2 police officers?" This bloke went, "Oh, I wouldn't buy anything of the pigs. Oh, are you some kind of CUNT?" And I went, "What?" And he went, "Oh, I wouldn't buy anything for a pig because they're always nicking me." And I went, "Oh, right." He's sitting there. He's got a little sporty Fiesta. And I'm like, "All right, whatever." Anyway, so I paid for it. "Cheers, boys. See you later." All right. They've pulled out the garage and parked up on the side of the road with their coffees and their sausage rolls. I've gone past, given them a toot and away, and my Picanto is a piece of crap, and it's an MOT puller. You think, Christ, how the hell does he drive? This kid's gone past in his Fiesta, pulled up at the lights. Next thing you see, the lights come on and they pulled him. And I'm like, what are they pulled him for? And I'm like, and as I drove past, the copper looked at me and went, I was like, yeah, gotta be done. But, you know.
It's like is it Gus who just said thanks for your service?
Let's have a quick. Let me just roll up. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Oh, Gus. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's like, you know, when I joined, you know, I joined because that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be in the army. You know, I wanted to get away from the environment that I lived in. So that was my kind of route out. But you know, it's when I look back now, you know, it made me into what I am today, if that makes sense. You know, it taught me respect and give you a bit of dignity in yourself as well. But yeah, you know, when people say thanks, it does mean a lot, and you know, it does. Sometimes it feels quite emotional, especially, you know, like tomorrow, Road to the Wall. I'll get there and I'll see the lads' names on the wall who I serve with, and it's you know, it's quite an emotional day once you get there.
Yeah. Quick one from Howie. He's just found it. He's got a copy off eBay. Navy Medical Branch, 16 years paramedic. I'll let you know if it helps. Do, Howie, let us know, and I'll pass it on to George, because obviously he comes in the garage quite a lot. Exeter. A lot of time for the police. They get the rough end of the stick too often. It was now obviously BBB goes to Super Sausage with me quite a lot. We tend to get the Met boys because they come up to Milton Keynes, they go on to Northampton, they do quite long rides, obviously the training rides through Northampton, up through Buckingham, Brackley, and out to Oxford. One of the guys that tends to come up to our place quite a lot, BBB, if you're here, I'll introduce you to Michael and Martin, the 2 brothers that are bike coppers in Milton Keynes. Now, one rides a black Hayabusa that is unmarked. He's a bit naughty because he rides in a black leather jacket with no markings on it. The only thing you will see is his white crash helmet with his police badge on the back of the helmet. But the Hayabusa has got a hidden camera at the front and the back, and he tends to go up and down the dual carriageway, goading bikers to chase him. So he'll go past you at 80, 90 mile an hour, goading you to come on and see if you'll catch up. But if you do, he pulls you over and like, "I'm a copper, boys, slow it down." So he's quite a nice guy. Most of the bike cops in Milton Keynes are nice guys until you do something stupid like pop a wheelie or try and filter and, you know, be stupid between traffic. They were actually up at Super Sausage about 3 or 4 months ago. And he actually went down the car park and he said, "This your bike?" And he went, "Yeah, small plate, mate." He went, "Get it changed. It's 3 points." "This your bike?" "Yeah, small plate, 3 points. Get it changed." He went to this guy's R1 and he went, "Nice R1, mate." And obviously the guy didn't know he was a copper. And he went, "Start the bike up. Let's have a listen." So the guy's like, "Oh, yeah. And he went, "Press that red button." "What's that red button next to your clutch lever?" And he went, "Why is that?" He went, "Press the red button." "Well, I don't want to." "Press that red button. If you don't, I'll pull my badge out and show you." And he went, "Oh." And he pressed the red button and his number plate went and disappeared. And he went, right, pulls his pad out and he went, "All right, name." And he went, "Address." "Got your driving license on you?" "Yeah." Guy's pulled his driving license and he went, lean in a bit, mate. And he went, see the three bikers behind me? They're Met Police, mate. And he went, yeah. He went, do me a favour and hide that fucking button behind your clocks or put it out the way. He said, because it's blatantly on show. He said, if another bike cop pulls you up, he's going to do you. Hide the button. And he went, right. He said, I'm basically writing down a bogus report. And he went, I'm going to bin this in a minute, but hide the button out the way and take it as a warning and a kick up the arse. Get it out the way. He said, you shouldn't be doing that. He said, there's only one reason. You've got a plate flipper. You're going to be bumping it through speed cameras. Get the button hid out the way. And he went, all right. He went, and while you're there, cup of tea, 2 sugars and a bacon roll. So there are some good coppers about there. Until you
really good coppers. My village got quite famous last year for all the wrong reasons. A couple got murdered in their own house, and my friend was the first one on the scene, and he's an ex-military police who's gone into civilian police, and I don't know how he deals with it. I don't know how you can walk into a house with 2 murdered people and still function. It doesn't make any sense. So yeah, hats off to anybody in any sort of service like that. So
yeah, see, one of our guys in here, Paul, mad old biker, he's police force as well. So Paul gets it as well.
I do think though you'll agree with me, Rev Bob. When you're in the service and you've seen stuff's happening on a regular basis, because you're all in the same bubble and you're all dealing with it together, it eases the pressure and what you see. It affected me once I got out, because you're not in that environment then, and then you start talking to people about what you're seeing, what you're doing, and all the rest of it, and that's when the realization hits you, because when you start talking to civilians who've got no idea what you see, what you do, and all the rest of it, that's when not the trauma, but the realization of what you've actually done comes to the service or comes to light.
The village I live in is it's basically we've got a army camp just up the road, so most of the parents in the village are ex-military. You see quite a lot of wounded walking soldiers. One of my good friends now, since we moved here, got blown up. It's just everywhere, and you don't realize until you see it for real. So yeah, it is. But talking to these guys, they're just getting on with it the best they can. They're just moving forward. They're just their family. They've got their lives now. So massive respect. Definitely.
One of our guys, obviously I live in a tiny village of about 400 people. One of my friends, I moved into the village and he lived, I think it's about 9 doors away from me. His name was Paul. Now, when I first moved in, he was like, "Oh, I'm Paul. Nice to meet you, Paul. What do you do?" "Oh, I do security." "All right." I basically gave up my job. We all got made redundant. He said to me, he said, "Oh, what do you do?" I said, "Ride a bike, mechanic, welder, DJ. I do a bit of this, bit of that." He said, and we basically got chatting about the service. He said, "Oh, yeah, I'm an ex-signal." We went, "Oh, you're ex-military?" And he went, "You ever done security?" And I went, "Well, security is a piece of piss. All the military boys have done security." He went, "Oh," he said, I run a security company called Blue Beret Security." "Ah, do you want to come and do some work with me?" And I went, "What is it?" He went, "It's basically CPD." And I went, "What's that?" He went, "Close protection bodyguarding, CPB." And I went, "All right, what have I got to do?" He said, "Basically escort work." And he said, "If somebody comes up, you put yourself in the way." And I went, "Can do that." Paid £100 a day. And I went, "All right." So I went to do about 5 weeks work with him. And we did a job for Channel 4, believe it or not, years and years ago. I'm talking, God, it's got to be 10 years ago. Oh, we've got an escort. We've got to take a client in a Range Rover from Channel 4 studios, just drop her off at Euston Station. Okay. We gets down there. He's driving. I'm sitting in the back. Not allowed to sit in the passenger seat. I have to sit in the back. All right. I'm going to meet Miss Minogue. Oh, is it Kylie? No, it's Danny. All right. So we gets down. Channel 4 studio. Danny Minogue, yeah, the lesser one of the two. He gets down there, pulls up, and Channel 4, and it's Group 4 security on the gate. And he went, all right, come to escort Miss Minogue to the station. Oh, you mean Danny? He went, no, Miss Minogue. Danny? No, Miss Minogue. Oh. And he went, oh, you security guys. And Paul was a big boy. He was like 6'4", built like a brick outhouse. And he was ex-SAS, SAS or SAS. And this Group 4 guy went, all right. So Paul's got out and he's put his blue beret on. And he went, oh, you military? He went, yeah, ex-military, mate. And he said, no, I'm the security man. Where is she? Bring her down to me and escort her down to the car. And this Group 4 went, are you packing? And Paul went, you what? Are you talking out your ass, mate? Are you packing? And he went, what do you mean packing? Do you guys need, do you carry a weapon? And he went, I don't need a weapon, mate. I am the weapon. And this Group 4 bloke went, oh, I carry this. And he got pepper spray. And Paul said to him, and he went, not only is it illegal, mate, you shouldn't be carrying it. And he went, and he bent down, he picked this stick up, and he went, this is a knife. I'm going to attack you with this knife. What are you going to do with that pepper spray, mate? He went, I'll spray you. And he went, all right, go on, then spray me. Well, I can't because it's nasty. He said, if you don't spray me, I'm going to pick this stick up. I'm going to pull your pants down. I'm going to stick this stick up straight up your arsehole. And he basically shoved this Group 4, and the Group 4 guy went straight in his face, literally from about a foot away. And he went, it's pepper spray, mate. We're trying to observe it. He said, you're dead. Your celebrity's dead. I take it you should go and get some training. And I went to, Jesus Christ. He went, yeah, it burns a bit, but he said, if you've had enough of it in your face, he said, you get immune to the... He said, nothing is going to... If someone's intent on killing your celebrity, nothing is going to stop them. Pepper spray, taser, he said, they are going to get through. He said, the only way you can stop them is putting yourself in the way and getting your celebrity in the car and shutting the doors. I'm like, bloody hell. And he went, that's what you've got. And I went, fuck that.
Right, guys, I've got to shoot, so I'll carry on in the background.
Cheers, Tom. Thanks for coming in, mate.
Cheers.
Right, let's let me just go through that. Right, let's just go through. Managed to stay in service for a long time, but compartment. What they deal with on the job compared to what they deal with in normal life. Very, very true. Yeah, very, very true. Howie's got a really good one. PTSD came worse once I retired. A lot of untreated stuff from the 80s, 90s came to the surface. Yeah, the more you sit around, it does. It plays on the back of your mind. Peaky will tell you, it plays on the back of your mind. That's why I tend to keep, because Phil always says to me, he said, you're flitting around all over the garage. Yeah, because if I stop and I sit and I have 5 minutes to myself just to sit in front of a computer, if I keep myself active, keep yourself active all the time.
Yeah.
And it is the only way to keep it in the background. You're keeping it locked behind a cage, but that padlock is only strong enough for a certain point until it all breaks out again.
Yeah.
So if George can help us, I'm about 4 pages in, and the first bit is like you're the big. There's 7 million people. As I said, there's 7 million people in the world. Why do you let one silly person affect your brain? Or you're the shark. And it's basically shark compared to minnow, Big Island compared to drop in the ocean. And some of the stuff that he's got in this book, I'm only 4 pages in, but it's like you read the first 4 pages and you think, holy shit, this is me. Why am I letting this affect my brain? As I said, once I have this session with him, I'm going to, what I might do, I might ask him if I can GoPro the session. Because it all came out when I did my, and I can blame John Diehard McLean for this, when I did the John Diehard McLean challenge, when I actually went back to speak about my granddad. I never, ever speak about my granddad. When I actually did, it all came out. Simon was the same. He got very, very choked up when he did his ride and mentioned his stuff that he does. And it does come back to absolutely everybody. See,
Yeah.
my granddad was my idol. Granddad was great because he used to tell me some great war stories from when he was in like the Second World War. He was the major sergeant in charge, or the commander in charge of the railgun at Brixton Prison, or wherever the prison was down in London. And every time the buzz bombs come over, they used to roll the gun out, shoot the buzz bomb. And my granddad was in charge, and they actually shot this buzz bomb, and it went into the side of Wormwood Scrubs and killed 20 German officers. My granddad actually got court-martialed for it, for shooting a buzz bomb down and killing 20 German officers.
Good
on you, granddad. But you know, some of the stuff that he used to tell me was great, and then obviously he was a huge part of my life. My mates used to say to me at 12, "Where you going? Oh, are you coming out to play this weekend?" "No, I'm going down the garage, Grandad, watching work on cars." Grandad used to be on the spanners. Then he had obviously heart attack, triple bypass, couldn't do what he did. Went off and just wrote one note: "I'm a burden to the family. I need to sort this out," and went off, bottle of booze and pills, and topped himself. And it did affect my life. And if you go and watch my RB video, Who Am I, Where Am I, John Diehard McLean, I do mention Grandad, but it does show. Now I can actually get it out.
Yeah.
And Simon said to me, he said, "You're very choked up, but now you talk about Grandad all the time." Yeah, Grandad was my idol. I can talk about it now. I got it off my chest. It took me 20 years to get it off my chest.
Yeah.
But, you know, Grandad is still my idol. My mum posted a little post on Facebook. If you could have one thing back in your life, what would it be? And I actually said, there's two things that I want: to take my youth back, to meet my current wife 10 years earlier than what I've actually met her now. But she would have been 11 when I met her, but no. And get my granddad. I basically fucked up a lot of my life early. I got married too early, too quick, and I went through too many wives. It took me 3 attempts to find the right one. I met my Mel when she was 21 and I was 36. But she is the rock that keeps me going. She puts up with a lot of shit that I do. She doesn't like bikes. She puts up with the regular live streams. She puts up with me sitting in this office at night doing uploads and videos when I could be out spending time or taking her out for a meal or having a date night with her. So she puts up with a lot of shit that I do. But God, she is the rock that keeps me going when I have my down days. So, you know, fair play to her, but it took me a long time. And if I could wind the clock back 5 years earlier, then, you know, but she is an absolute godsend, and she is there through thick and thin. We had an amazing time last week on holiday. And everyone said to me, "Oh yeah, blah, 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 but doing this, doing that." Yeah, but you still did drone footage. You should have been out enjoying yourself. Yeah, I had put a little bit of drone footage up on my videos. But she said to me, you know, it's the perks of actually doing what I do. It brings the money in.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of people are struggling at the moment. Energy prices are going up. Everybody is struggling to pay their bills. And she said to me, are we going to, you know, if that's the way that us older people do, you know, if we want more money, then we bang the hours in. You've got to put the hours in to earn the money.
Yeah, 100%.
A lot of people will just sit on their laurels and like, oh, you know, I can claim benefit, I can do this, oh, I'll just put in for a loan or put. No, get your ass out of gear and get the bloody hours in.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. That's the same as my missus. I mean, me and my missus have been together since we were 15. I was 46 last Sunday. You know, and she's been with me through like thick and thin, all through the military and after the military, all the shit that she's had to deal with. And she's fucking brilliant, mate, honestly. Fantastic. Sorry for swearing. Absolutely brilliant.
Cowie just said my granddad destroyed 50 German planes, worst mechanic the Luftwaffe ever had. You got to watch out for the Fokkers, though. That's the thing. Welcome back, Simon. He's back again from the Sunshine State. I'm going to post a link up, Simon. Quick one for you, mate. If you have got signal out there, come and jump in on the StreamYard link, mate. We're having an absolute blinder. There was one of the guys that he was. We had a guy in this week, and he said to me, he said, do I get, because I've got a big plaque on the wall. I've got basically blue light card on the wall. If you've got blue light card or Forces discount, we will give you Forces discount. Please ask. Speak to Dave, and I'll give you 10% off you. And this guy said, he said, does it count that? He said, I've got ex Forces, and I went, what were you? And he went, he said, I was only a paramedic, and I went, doesn't matter. I said, what's your ID number? Can you remember your sign-on number or your serial number? And he went, oh, yeah. He said, I can remember that straight off the top of my head. I went, give it to me. And he reeled off his number, and I went, yeah, that's good enough for me.
Yeah, that's the same as your name. You'll never forget that. You'll
never forget your 270900405. Yeah. And he said to me, he said, oh, yeah. And he reeled off his number. I have people come in and they go, oh, yeah, it's 19. I think it's 1819. And I went, no, mate. I said, all the army numbers start with a 2.
Yeah, you're waffling. I'll do a bit of charity work with ex-veterans who are homeless, and basically you get that many people saying, "I've got a lad who works out there, who's out there all night," and he'll message me and he'll go, "Oh, this bloke, this lad said he's in the Staffords or whatever," and I'm like, "Yeah, so ask him who he knew in the Staffords," and they always come back with, Jonah and Smithy, and you're like, which one? Jonah 79, Jonah 84, which one is it? Like, you know what I mean? And then the next question is, what's his army number? Put him on the phone. What's his army number? And straight away, as soon as I go, and a bit like you sit there, even when I'm drunk, I can still sit there and go, sir, I am 250408665.
Yeah.
Corporal League, the first time in the Staffordshire Regiment as well. Still really
if you didn't know your number, you didn't get your money.
No. But,
right, someone is here from sunny Florida, windswept Florida. Evening, Simon.
Good evening. How you all doing?
Yeah, how's it going?
Today it's beautiful. It's a beautiful weather. Just sat here by the pool. Yeah.
Where's the palm tree gone?
The palm tree, it's over there.
Yeah, it was halfway up the hall the other day.
Yeah, it was a bit windy for a couple of days. Most of it came through during the night, so I slept through it. But unfortunately, Tracy was awake through most of it. So,
British weather.
Yeah, British summer. Bit of a British summer. That's what we've had.
Oh, excellent. But how are you getting on? Is it all good out there?
Oh yeah, it's brilliant. It's brilliant now. Nice. It's good. Yeah, we just we're getting ready. We're going to go out to Universal Studios tonight for the Halloween tour. We just spent the day in Old Town, which is like loads of shops and gift places and a few rides and etc. So yeah, it's going really well. It's about 27 degrees at the minute. So.
BMW Gus and Exit. I was like, enjoy the holiday. Well deserved.
I'm good.
Have you been out on a Harley yet?
No, I haven't. I looked into rent, and to be honest with you, Harley don't rent anymore. It's all done through Eagle Rider, and they want like $250 a day. And I'm like, do you know what? Fuck you. I ain't paying that day. That's absolutely ridiculous. I am planning on seeing Hells at some point today, this weekend. So I'm going to bump into him. I was on his live stream as we were sitting through the hurricane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was on his live stream. Go on.
How bad was it? Was it as in a hurricane? Because you like, well, the way we think of it, you think it's like,
It really varies. A few miles down the road from me, there was complete devastation, but where we are here, it was just like a really bad wind and a heavy rain. There's been a couple of trees you see are sort of laying over. It's far less damage than what happens when one of these named storms hits the UK. It seems to do more damage, but over here they're really prepared for it, and they tell you, all right, you've got to stay indoors for 2 days. If you want to leave. But if the winds get above 45 miles an hour, we're not going to send any police or ambulance or fire service out. They will stay indoors, so you just deal with it. And people get on with it. I mean, we didn't lose power. There's no damage to the house, the property we're in, or anything. So we sat down and watched telly for 2 days.
As long as you're safe, mate, that's the main thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it was a bit weird going shopping in Walmart, and it was like everything had been rampaged because everybody was going in last minute, because you got to remember they're shut for 2 days, everything shut, and it's like, shit, we need to get food because otherwise we're not going to eat for 2 days. So we had to go and buy a load of food and load of chicken nuggets and tater tots. I think we ended up with, so,
breaking it the
beer and plenty of beer in the fridge, so we was all right. So
Well,
and
all right.
I did a live stream with Health, and I had a few beers that night. I had to get off halfway through, and I came back later. But it was good fun. It was good fun. But if you look out the west coast, Tampa Bay, Fort Myers area, absolute devastation down there. It's heavy flooding, severe damage, and everything where it made landfall. By the time it got to us, it downgraded itself from a 4 to a 2 or something like that. But it weren't too bad. We survived. I've got another week to go, and like the temperatures are set to be around 30 all week. So I don't know how to survive.
That's just nice, Eat.
It's very, very close though. It's very moist feeling when you go out there, which is nice. Everything's got aircon everywhere you go. In the house we're in, all the aircon working fine. I have got there is 7 of us, so I have had to rent a soccer mum vehicle, so I'm in a minivan. So
Just to obviously warn you, Simon, your GTR might not be at Darren's this week.
Who's borrowing it? You?
Yes.
I'll tell you what, mate. As long as it gets its plugs and its service, I don't care. You want to take it?
I would try and avoid rhythmic biker with your bike.
I avoided him. It's a good job he's slow, isn't it?
Yeah, you just have to watch out for the oil trail as you went past.
Yeah, that's it. That's why I wanted to be in front of you, so.
Definitely. When you get back, I might stick you on one of the Harleys and let you go out for a ride.
Oh, that'd be nice. Yeah, I'll have to do that. I haven't had a chance to catch up on the video today. You put loads up, didn't you?
Yeah, I tell you what, I've still got to do the dyno, but that street bob, it's Jesus Christ. It is.
Nice.
It is a nice bike. Yeah. Boating's just said moist. What a word.
It is moist. I can't. Yeah. The real word is escapes me.
Yeah. I actually caught up with her last Sunday, so she was down at Sausage last Sunday.
I saw that. I thought, typical. I'm in a different country, and she goes, "Super Sausage. How dare she? She'll have to go up there again one day."
I know.
When I'm back.
She didn't let me buy her a coffee either.
Well, you start buying ladies' drinks. We all know what that leads to, don't we?
Exactly. Yeah. As I said, it's RTTW tomorrow, so Ride to the Wall tomorrow. Dan and Mad are up there tomorrow. He did message me and say, "Oh, we're off to RTTW with Mama Soph." So Peaky's off there as well tomorrow. So loads of people doing RTT. I ain't going to get a chance to do it because obviously I'm in charge of the garage tomorrow because Phil's off to Australia.
Oh no, I saw that. You put that on Hills, didn't you? You was up early.
Yeah,
I think it was about 12, 1 o'clock here, and you was already up. And you jumped
I had a little bit of a wobble in the middle of the night, and I woke up at 4 a.m. As I said to Peaky, I get the odd day where I just have a little bit of a wobble, and I just couldn't sleep. I woke up, I think it was about 3 o'clock in the morning. Tried to sleep for another hour. 4 o'clock, the brain's just boom, 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 and Peaky knows what it's like. You just like. And I got up and
switch. On and off.
Light switch on and off, yeah. And I got on, and Hells was on. I'm like, oh, sod it. I'm just going to jump on and just try and get this out of my head. So I sat there, and I think I spent about half an hour with Hells just sat in the side chat, just chatting to him. And he was like, oh, and then I'm like, oh, boom. And I went off, edited a couple of videos. I got, I can't be sat around. I went off to the garage for 6 a.m. in the morning and just sat in the garage for an hour just doing paperwork. And it's like, just that quiet time when there's just you, silence, and a computer screen. And I did so much in an hour that would normally take me about 5 hours in a day to plow through. And I managed to crack it all out in an hour. But yeah, it was a bit of a weird one.
Yeah. Well, if it happens again, try touching yourself inappropriately and turning over, see if that helps you sleep.
He don't, mate. It doesn't work.
Oh, he tried it. Do we know he's tried it?
Yeah, you need the Viagra for that.
The special little blue pills and fantastic.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I saw. Yeah, actually, yeah. Boating managed to catch up with Rhythmic and Red as well. Yeah. Your guy, the Polish guy, was there as well, so he was asking for you. He said, oh, yeah. He said, "Oh, where's Mr. Andy and Mr. Simon?" I went, well, Andy's not here. Andy's working, but Simon is away in Florida. Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah,
he will be back. He will be back.
So I've got all my cameras with me. All I've done so far is I did a little bit of drone footage over the villa before and through the villa before the storm came in the day before, and I did a bit of 360 inside, but I haven't edited that, and that's about all I've done YouTube wise. Because I'm not going to get the Harley out or rent a Harley, I'm sort of like, oh well, I'm probably not going to do much more. Just do a few tags here and there and a few silly videos. Seeing plenty of Kia Sportages.
I noticed you were flying the drone through the house. Bloody hell, that was a bit good.
Yeah. You noticed I edited the bit out where I hit the wall and it crashed. Yeah.
You have to bang some shorts out to see if they progress. That's what we was on about earlier, while with the short videos. Just bang some shorts out while you're over there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm planning on going over to Orlando Harley Davidson to have a look around. Yeah, Kia Sportage. Yeah, I'm planning on going over Harley Davidson. I'll probably do a bit of live video from there or a bit of video from there to edit up or something. Probably take the 4K 360 camera there just to do a bit of that. But yeah, other than that, I'm going to go to the Ace Cafe in Orlando, catching all the Kia Sportages. Yeah, do that. I don't know why, but them two have infected almost all of us. We're all hooked on these Kia Sportages. Probably the worst car in the world, but there you go. Yeah, so I'll bang up a few little one bits and pieces, and then I'll do a nice collage of all my photos and stuff when I come back. But yeah, really, really enjoying it. We're getting ready shortly because we're going. Like I say, we're going to Universal Studios tonight. They got Halloween night, so we'll be there till about 1 a.m, walking around, getting scared apparently, as you do. And yeah, catching up with Hells over the weekend. Actually, reminds me, I've got to message him about meeting up, so that'd be fun. And I'm fly stickering. I've got my stickers with me, so I'm just posting them anywhere I can. But yeah, banging short. We're talking about something inappropriate. Yes, Gus, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
Got to bang a few out. If you don't bang a few out, you can't sleep.
Exactly. Yeah. Sure. The thing is that obviously YouTube content is going really, really nuts at the moment. Now let me just roll through I'm just going to roll through mine. So obviously I've banged out. I did a couple of mini aerial views when I was out on holiday. They've had like 50 views a video. My bell end of the week 275. My Harleys went up recently 60, 70, 30. But the big one at the moment was that the Super Sausage one that I did, Simon, where it was I started on Grant, so I went, ooh, went to Uncle Red's, I went, oh, went to the next one, which was that that Kawasaki old one. I went, nah, and then to the GTR, I went, Yes. That's had
Yeah,
6,500 views at the moment, and everyone said to me, "You need to bang up more shorts." Just stupid. Uncle Red and Rhythmic have got it so on the ball with their shorts. It's like you go and look at some of Red's shorts, and he's got 25, 30,000 views just on one, just of him and his Vulcan. I'm like, oh.
That's saying that. I put one up yesterday of the American war graves, you know, where you got all the white crosses all in the lines. So I just literally, it's like, I can't remember. I think it's about 18 seconds. That's all it is. And I put that up yesterday morning, and it's had over 1,000 views already.
Yeah,
it's like, and I put one up this morning. That's at 700 already as well, and that was just of Utah Beach. It's just, I don't know. Well, I know what they're doing it because I'm trying to get in comparison with TikTok and all that, like they. But they are pushing. They are pushing these shorts at the moment.
John Dyard, Instagram me your address and I'll post one out to you when I get home. Stickers.
Yeah. If you message me, Simon, I've got John's Instagram address because he messaged me to send my. He's had his fleece. So yeah. What's the best place to get channel sticker? Haggis. Message me on Instagram or YouTube. Chuck us your address, and me and Simon will send you some. What I'll do, I'll do a collective from Milton Keynes. So I'll get Rhythmic, Uncle Red, Simon, Andy, me, and we'll whack you some stickers up. So yeah, drop me a DM on either Instagram or Facebook or yeah. Wow, I'm just like the betrayal. Here we go.
To get them made, I actually use a sticker app online. That was the easiest place I found to get made.
Yeah,
they cost me, depends how many you get. I get 25 done. That costs 25 quid, and they arrive within 2 or 3 days. Just upload your design, far away, and away it goes. So yeah, sticker app is what I use.
Yeah,
just make sure you get the waterproof ones.
Yeah, Andy messaged me. He said to me, how much do you pay for your stickers? My last lot of stickers were 36 quid for 100 for my little black Rev Bomb ones. I use Evening Tracy. I use Sticker It, but obviously Andy said to me I use a different one. Andy's given me his website. I've actually been to them. They're 10 quid cheaper for 100 stickers.
See what I do. I copy the email on YouTube on eBay and then play about 3 or 4 off in between each other and just see who's coming up with the cheapest. And that's what I do. And just play them off against each other. And 9 times out of 10, you'll get them easily half the price. Easily.
As I say, if anybody wants stickers, the easiest way to do it off the live stream is just message me direct. My email address, if you just go to the website, the easiest place to find me is off the website, revbomb.co.uk. There's an email contact or mrrevbomb@gmail.com. Just remember, Mr. Revbomb, drop me an email. I'll pass because I've got all the boys in what I call the ride group. So I've got Zed in there, Airship Vlogster, Lockwood. I can just email people straight on. So if you just drop me a DM, drop me an email, just say, this is me, blah, blah, blah. Can you send me a sticker? I will just forward that email on to everybody else. Drop your address in there, and I'll just get the guys to forward stickers on to you. So it's easier that way. But if you happen to be from the Milton Keynes area, if you email me your telephone number, I will add you to the ride group in Milton Keynes. Or if anybody just wants to jump onto the ride group or what we call the motor vlogger group, just drop me a DM, drop me your phone number. I'll add you to the ride group. If you've got a WhatsApp, then we can all chat via WhatsApp. I'll start up another one if I have to. I'll start a WhatsApp group, UK Motor Vloggers UK. Oh, talking of UK Motor Vloggers UK, Simon. I spoke to Matt at Milton Keynes Bike Show. So he said to me, how much room do you want? I said, I will probably need. Eclipse last year had 15 meters. So our stand last year was 15 meters by, I think it was 5 meters. And he said to me, he said, how much room do you want? I said, well, the thing is, I've got PA coming. I've got two 72-inch video screens coming. I've got a presenter coming. So I'm going to get my DJ Gary in to actually host the show and introduce all the motor vloggers.
Wicked.
Yeah. Radio mic up all the moto vloggers. So on the hour, every hour or every 30 minutes, you're going to have a new moto vlogger sit in a chair, a Q&A session. So from 10 o'clock to 4 o'clock, all the moto vloggers are going to do a Q&A session, 15 minutes, bang, 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 bang. It's going to cost me 900 quid plus the VAT. So it works out. It's going to be about it's going to cost us shut up, phone. It's going to cost us about £1,000 to do it. If we can get 20 moto vloggers in, it's going to be 50 quid each.
All right, okay.
I think that's achievable.
I've got a little problem with being mic'd up in public, so yeah, my Tourette. I might tell someone to fuck off.
You can do that. But yeah, Q&A session every half an hour with a different moto vlogger. Each biker is going to have their own table, their stickers, their bump, so they can sell their stuff on. So everybody can get to sell their own merchandise. There's no limitations on what you can sell. I've also got Muck Off coming. I've got GoPro coming, and I've got Drift coming.
Ooh, excellent. So, we can sell whatever you want.
You can sell whatever you want on your stand. So every moto vlogger is going to have their own chair and table.
How much do you reckon I'll get for this?
I'll give you a £5.
She's so going to flat you. Careful, she knows where you work.
If she makes a good coffee, I'll give her a 20. As BBB says, I can't help it. The sarcasm is strong in this.
Yeah.
And she just said, hi, Tracy.
There's my email address.
There we go. So Peaky's got his email address. The Peaky Biker 6. Let me just add you. Oh God, I'll tell you the easiest way. Just email me on mrrevbomb.co.uk. mrrevbomb@gmail.com. Drop me an email. I'll add you into the ride team, and I'll CC everybody in then.
All right.
But yeah, even if there's 20 of us at the stand, it's going to cost us 50 quid for a pitch, and they reckon there's going to be 6,500 to 7,000 people next year.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be good, decent.
Yeah,
it's going to be busy.
Yeah,
Simon's going to sort the hotel out for us because he knows someone at the stadium that does the hotel rooms. So,
for commission.
Yeah, commission. I'm just still wondering about what I'm going to sell. I could get arrested for it.
Well, the thing is, I've got. Steve from Vipers Kevin from Vipers is going to come in. Steve from Muck-Off is going to come in, and I've got the guys from Drift and Gropo coming. So I've already started firing the emails out to people saying, "Look, this is the bike show next year. We're 9 months away from banging this out. I need to know who's coming, what you're going to offer." GoPro have already said to me they will give away. They're going to auction off a GoPro Hero 11.
Nice. I'll tell you what, we've got to put them in this order. We sort of like Go Drift, Mucky Viper. Drift, you Mucky Viper.
But it's what I can get out of people. You know, I'm not going to start doing this for free. You know, you can just come down and advertise your products. No, I want something out of you guys. If you're going to come down, I've got some of the biggest motor vloggers across the UK. So we're going to get Zed down. We're going to get Lockwood down. Esha Vlogster. Probably Exeter up. Peaky's going to probably come in on it.
100%.
Me too, Rhythmic, Red. You know, there's going to be some big moto vloggers there. I'm going to try and get Premises up from London. I'm going to try. I doubt if he'll turn up, but I'm going to see if I can get RJ up to turn up with his Nuda. If he turns up with a Nuda, I've got quite a bit of clout with him at the moment. So if I can get RJ just to turn up, sit there in his You know, just sit there
You've
in his
got,
crap
got a load
helmet.
of crap with RJ. You still got the pictures with him and the donkey.
Exactly. But you know, if I can get some people in on this, you know, we can do some really good stuff. Sounds good, but hurry up, get me ass vlogging. Howie's just said, can I sell my Rastafarian herbal cigarettes?
No.
No.
I'm thinking of selling hookers. I'm gonna get a load of hookers and start selling them. He said sell anything, so yeah. Was it Single Mothers Dance Club?
Yeah. I don't mind doing appearances at club. I'm not a huge moto vlogger. I've only got 3,000 followers, for God's sake. You know, I'm not huge. But you know, if you want a couple of moto vloggers, I'm just a tiny one compared to some of the guys that are out there on YouTube. The last one you want to appear is Missing and Fly, because you can just tell him off. But yeah, Teapot One, Bruce, Richie Vida. You know, it'd be nice to get a huge, great stand and get some of these big moto vlog. And whoever turns up, it just shows their worth. You know, so if Richie Vida don't turn up or Teapot One don't turn up, you know they're you know, sod off them. You know, you're too big for your public's views. You know,
I'll message Bruce. So I've got Bruce's number, so I'll message Bruce and let him know. And then if we can, if you've got my number here, Rev. So if you message me the dates, I can send them to him and just say this is the idea. This is what we're doing. Yeah. If you could come and, you know, we're doing a stall. We're all doing a stall each. If you want to do a stall sound, if you don't, if you just want to come for the day, let us know.
You can always tell the real motor vloggers because they're the ones that are there for their audience.
Yeah.
Sorry, Peaky, your accent is driving my missus mental because she's got a load of Brumley family, and as soon as she hear anybody talk like Brumley, she starts twanging it herself.
I'm killing herself. No, I am.
He's Wolverhampton.
I'm not going to. If you've just messaged me personally on WhatsApp, I'm not going to answer you. No, you can piss off. I was like, who's that guy at the bottom with the grey hair? No, off.
At least I know they are talking about.
It took me ages to get this right, these streets right. It took me ages, cost me a fortune.
That happens to be one of my best buds down there, so off.
Yes, it's not grey, it's chrome. I'm a biker. All right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, trust John Dye McLean. Talk about counting chickens before they've hatched. You've only got 2.92. Yeah, we're heading there. We're, you know, as I said, I'm a tiny channel. When you can, if I can get Premises to come along, and he'll be like,
yeah.
I have a lot of time for Premises. He's a really good biker, but yeah. Richie Vida, yeah, he has got a lot of tours next year. Toilets closed. Well done, Howie. We'll have to get Howie up because Howie is just hilarious when he's there. Bring his guitar.
He could be a stand-up comic. He could. He's got some cracking one-liners. He has.
I know. Yeah. Rhythmic's never taken his helmet off. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's probably talking about Premises. Premises never does take his helmet off. I have actually met him minus the helmet. So, yeah. Premises is all right. He's a big old boy though. He has. If you watch his last video, because I did comment on it. Premises always rides in his like tartan stripy jacket. He broke his zip this week. So he was out with Arabian Rider and he broke his zip, and Arabian Rider caught it on camera. I'm like, yeah, Prem, you broke your fucking jacket. And he went, fuck off. So, yeah, Prem's good old boy. He's been up to Dunstable a couple of times, but yeah, he's another guy that has good days and down days, because obviously one of his female riders had an accident a couple of years ago and lost her life. So I'm not even going to go there, Prem, if you are watching, mate. So yeah, I did comment on that.
Do you know how long it takes to get?
BBB, just wait till I meet Simon. We'll be effing and jeffing all over the place. Yeah, I know, exactly. Yeah, as he said, Simon is.
I swear.
Simon is the silver fox. Yeah, so good one. Right, it is coming up for 10 o'clock. Jesus Christ, I've got to be up in another 6 hours. Well, we'll carry on for a little bit more.
Okay.
Oh, God, fun. Good fun.
Yeah, we're going to have to go because we got our head off to Universal Studios soon. But it's nice to catch up with you. Nice chat.
Yeah.
I'll probably be about next Friday as well. So at the moment it's 27 degrees and I'm getting very moist. So I'm going to go where the aircon.
All right, have a good one, mate. Thanks for coming in. When are you catching up with Hells anyway?
Sunday, hopefully Sunday. I've got to message him and sort out when and where. But yeah, Sunday we're aiming for.
If you do run a stream, whatever time it is in the morning, because my phone's always on, message me and I'll jump on.
Yeah, we'll do, mate. We'll do.
All right, have yourself a good one, Simon.
Take care, guys. Right side down.
Shiny side up, Rob side down. Take care, buddy. Oh, God. So, yeah, we've been on for 2 hours. I think it's about time that I climbed off this stream, actually, and grabbed some sleep ready for tomorrow morning because I've got a full-on day at the garage. I'm on my own tomorrow, so it's literally just me and one little tiny technician on tomorrow. So it's me on the spanners all day on my own tomorrow. So, as I said, if you didn't know, Phil is on holiday for 3 weeks. I'm in charge of the garage. God help him when he comes back, as he's still got a business running. We shall see if I've either made money or I've run the business into the ground. But no, knowing me, I'll probably end up making him a couple of 10 grand weeks. So we shall see how it goes. As I say to everybody that's come in tonight, and there is so many people coming tonight, I'm not even going to try and mention everybody, but thank you very much. Yeah, lawsuits everywhere, says Rhythmic. Rhythmic, if you're about this weekend, we are doing the ride out Sunday, so bound to get a rush of Lex Motos tomorrow. Probably will do, actually. Eclipse ride out this Sunday, 9 o'clock. If you fancy a ride out, meet me down there. If you happen to be up at Super Sausage on Sunday morning, 9:30, as long as the weather is good, I don't mind a little bit of drizzle. If it's pissing down the rain, then forget it. I am not coming out. The GTR's just been cleaned. I am waiting. I am going to mention a quick one. Rhythmic had it done a couple of weeks ago. Valentino Glossy, really, really good valeter in this area. I've actually booked him and paid my deposit. I can't get my bike booked in until the 5th of December. That is how busy this guy is. If you go and watch Rhythmic's videos of Valentino Glossy cleaning his bike, Rhythmic's bike, and I saw it last Sunday, looks like literally like it's fell out of the showroom. This guy is absolutely amazing. So Valentino Glossy, check him out. Check his channel out. He's on Facebook. He's on Instagram. Go and have a look. Me, Red Baz and Maynard are going to Motorcycle World tomorrow for Macmillan. Send it up to me. Send me some photos, Rhythmic, and I'll post them up on my channel. Get you out on my Instagram. I'll reshare that for you. But Super Sausage, John's. Yeah, anytime, John. Glad you enjoyed the jacket, mate. Have great fun with that jacket. Good to see the old sticker was still on the sign as well. So nice one on that one. But yeah, good luck to everybody tomorrow. Yeah, good luck tomorrow, Red Bum. That's going to stick now, isn't it? It's definitely going to stick, the old Red Bum. Yeah.
I've already changed the name in my phone to Red Bum.
Cheers, buddy. But yeah, thanks everybody for coming in. If you are out Sunday, we'll catch your Eclipse. Happen to be 9 o'clock in the morning. We're riding out for 9:30. If you happen to be up Super Sausage, coffees are RB. I will see you there from about 9:30 onwards. Whatever you're doing this weekend, have yourself a good one. As I say, bang the content out. If you want to get onto the ride group, and obviously Milton Keynes Bike Show, we're 9 months away from the Milton Keynes Bike Show. Easiest way to get hold of me, and I'm just gonna CC everybody into a big ride group for the bikers. mrrevbomb@gmail.co.uk. That's the easiest way to find me. So mrrevbomb@gmail.co.uk, gmail.com, isn't it? Yeah, not co.uk, gmail.com. Message me on there. Drop me your WhatsApp number. I'll add you in. We've already got a ride team for Milton Keynes, but I'll do a vlog team bike show. We'll set everybody up on that. I've already got GoPro on it. I've got Muck Off on it. I've got Drift on it. I've got Viper helmets coming in on it. So it is going to be very, very big for next year. But I like to gear up early. So 9-month gear up. If you want to be on the Milton Keynes bike show next year, it's going to probably cost you about 50 quid to advertise all day. You can bring your own merch, your own stickers, your own stuff, advertise. Everybody's going to have their own table, stall, and having a 30-meter stand, you can put your bike. I've already got authorization to put the bikes at the back of the stand. So you can meet the vlogger, you can see their bike, you can come and meet everybody. I've got PA coming, I've got video screens coming. So if you've got video content during the day, my DJ for the day is going to put your video content up on the video screen. So you can have if you've got little intros or you want your video content, we can put that up on screens. We can roll that all day. It's going to get very, very big. Get in on early on this. So email me. Get on there. I'll drop you my WhatsApp number, phone numbers. But thanks for Peaky for coming in. Thanks for participating in the show tonight. Thanks for everybody for coming in. It's been a really good night tonight. So we'll catch you all again. Same time, same place next Friday, starting from 8 p.m. But until then, from myself and from Peaky over here, be well, ride safe, and it's a big goodbye from me. Take care, everybody. Enjoy your weekend.